So my name's Tyler Grey. Spent my whole military career in U.S. Army Special Operations. First half of that at 2nd Ranger Battalion, and the second half of that at a unit at Fort Bragg. Deployed to Afghanistan and Iraq. Then I was medically retired in 2005. You know, working in Hollywood on a military project or on a project that portrays military in fiction gives me and the other military people working on the project gives us a great ability to draw from personal experience and then use that personal experience to try and, you know, accurately portray the experiences that we went through and that, you know, people are still going through today and will be going through for a long time. So it's a great honor to be able to take those personal experiences, translate them to, you know, the small screen, and then show people. It's one thing for me to tell you. I could tell you a story, but when you see that same story fictionalized on TV, you don't hear it, you don't see it, you experience it. And that's the thing that Hollywood, whether it's TV or movies, that's what you get, is when you watch a show or you watch a movie, you don't see the person doing it, you experience it with them. And it's a level of understanding that you gain from watching a show or a movie that you could never gain from just hearing that story. Because you're seeing the environment, you're seeing it, how it affects the characters, you're experiencing it, you're living it with the character, rather than just hearing someone tell it from one perspective. So it's a great honor to be able to do that. I really like being able to tell those personal stories, being able to kind of really get in the weeds and at this point in the United States, you know, we've been in continuous conflict for over 15 years. You know, we're just now really starting to see movies and TV come out that are talking about what we've been doing for 15 years. So it's great to be working on a show that's doing that. It's great to be working on a project that isn't, you know, it's been any war movie, show, whatever it is, anything based on real experience, there needs to be a delay between that time ending and a project starting. I think the problem that we've kind of, as a country, the U.S. has experienced is there really hasn't been, it hadn't stopped. So I think kind of Hollywood was waiting for it to stop to start telling those stories, and it just hasn't stopped. So we're doing now is, the good part is we're not ignoring it. We're addressing, you know, these stories. And I think for people that are still living this day in and day out, you know, they're able to kind of better process. And I think it starts the country in processing many members of its society have gone through. And it helps the veterans of those wars or those conflicts or those things. It helps the veterans in general feel like their stories are being told, and it helps the civilian part of the country that maybe wasn't veterans, it helps them better understand those people that were. Yeah, we know one of my good buddies from my old work works with me on the show, and we actually met in Fallujah in 2004. The shortest answer I could say is it's weird. Okay? In fact, Hollywood actually has a name among locals, and it's called Hollyweird. Because Hollywood is fake. It's not reality. It's this surreal, we create, you know, Hollywood creates fiction, and it's just a very strange place. It's very strange to be on a set wearing full kit, fighting terrorists. It's very surreal. Surreal is the best way I could say it. That being said, I've gotten asked multiple times, you know, do you ever, you know, feel like you're, you know, do you ever feel like you're in combat? And the answer is, you know, no, because somebody brings around a plate full of grapes every 10 minutes, and you know, and yeah, I'm in full kit and it sucks, but they say cut, and then somebody brings me a water and somebody brings me some fruit, and you know, it's not a hard. Now, don't get me wrong, making a TV show is actually a lot harder than most people would think, but it is a much easier lifestyle than portraying it is much easier than living it. I can say that for sure. That being said, I do think people would be shocked at how difficult it is to make a TV show. You know, think of it this way. If you see us running up a mountain, we're running up a mountain. You know what I mean? And we're filming it with cameras. Like, it's not, if we're coming in on a helicopter, rappelling down and running through, it's not CGI, that's us doing it. So you kind of forget when you watch TV, it's like if the whole show took place in this room, that's pretty easy to film. But when you're filming intense action, it's, you know, it's very intense, and it's very, in that sense, that's probably my favorite part of filming the TV show, is that I get to do, when we're running through the house filming CQB, I'm doing CQB. I'm doing it. You know, I mean, we're filming it, there's a camera there, but the movements are the movements. Everything is happening the way it could happen. Is it choreographed? Yes, to a degree, absolutely. But you're still doing it. And we've tried to shoot very organically and not choreograph a lot of things and just kind of let the camera move with us. But it's a very surreal process. That's the best way I could say it. It's very surreal, and it's very, here's the final way to say it. I can't play soldier. Before I joined the military, when I was a little kid, I'd like to dress up and play soldier. Then I was in the military and I got to play soldier for real. Then I got hurt and I couldn't do it anymore for real. So now it's nice to be able to dress up again and play soldier.